All right, now today we're going to be talking about how to be more creative in your negotiation process. It's all about generating variables, being prepared to have different things, different points, different variables that you can negotiate on when you get down to business. Because surprise, surprise, it might not all be about the dollars. Every company has its limits on what they can actually negotiate on. So maybe you're interviewing with someone and they've already offered you the top of what they can offer for that range for the job that you're applying for. And you still want to have some room to negotiate, but you're not going to be able to negotiate that dollar amount. So, what do you do? Well, that's where you get creative. Remember, we have our wish, want, and walk, but it's not all about salary. We also have culture and flexibility, and there are different things that we can consider in our negotiation. But of course, let's start with salary. Now, you can certainly try to negotiate that base rate, and you should. But once you hit a limit on that, other things that you could negotiate for that relate to salary might be that you set a time of when you can renegotiate your salary. So maybe they're not coming in right at the level that you're hoping to come in at, but you're able to secure in writing the opportunity to renegotiate your salary after 6 months. So you know that if you're killing it in the job, that you have the opportunity to be able to go higher on that base rate. Or maybe you can negotiate a bonus structure that says, hey, what are certain things that would make me eligible for an increase in my rate? And then once you've identified those things, negotiate a bonus related to those, or even negotiating a sign on bonus. That's very common because maybe they can't give on the hourly rate, but they can give you something up front, a bonus that you can feel better about what you're getting. Now, do keep in mind that bonuses are taxed at a different rate than just regular income. So you're going to want to understand your state's tax structure because sometimes it might be upwards of like 40% of that bonus would be taxes, which is a higher rate than what your salary would be. So keep that in mind with the bonuses. Other variables that you can negotiate. Let's talk about culture. How could you negotiate around culture? Well, maybe you value education, so you negotiate that professional development option of either having a Con Ed course paid for. Think of something that's kind of expensive to get the full certification, and perhaps you can negotiate to get that as part of your sign-on offer, that they will guarantee to pay for that DIR floor time certification, for example. Or maybe they will agree to give you a certain amount of dollars every year towards your education. Or perhaps you can negotiate for access to different resources that the company has. Maybe they have another satellite that you're able to go and utilize some training there, or you'll get time built into your schedule so you can meet with a hand therapist once a week so you can build that skill set. And that's something you can negotiate. Think about maybe even time devoted. Maybe you really are so passionate about social causes, and you can negotiate time in your schedule devoted to social causes and how you can further that storyline for your company. So those are ideas that you might have for negotiating in the culture. And then, of course, we have our lifestyle fit. How can we think of variables to improve the lifestyle fit? Maybe you can negotiate for more vacation days or for a more flexible work schedule. You might think about if you have to move for this job, can you negotiate moving expenses for that? Or even simple things like office amenities. Maybe you want to have a standing desk at your new job. So you can negotiate that as part of your negotiations. Or maybe you have to take public transportation to get to this place and you want to negotiate a train pass that the company pays for, or a parking pass because you have to pay for parking. So these are things that you can negotiate that are not just that dollar amount that you're making per hour. So what I want you to do is think about in your three categories: salary, culture, and lifestyle fit. Think about at least 20 variables that you can negotiate under each one of those and go in prepared. And not all 20 of those variables are going to be great. Some of them are going to be pretty silly, but just let your brain start thinking of new ideas. Talk to your friends about it, and even put in the comments below any ideas that you come up with so we can all learn from each other and be better prepared when we go in to be really skilled negotiators. So go get your brainstorming done. Good luck, and keep us posted on how it goes.